All right, everyone, welcome to our Two Posh podcast. I am your host, Gabrielle, here with my daughter, Marcella.
Hello.
Our Miss Polly is joining us. And our spider, wonderful DJ.
What up, y'all?
That's always my favorite.
And our special, most beautiful guests today, the hosts of the brand new Don't Call Us Pretty podcast, which is Nichola, Ivy, and please help me with your last name.
Kouzes.
Is it so not Kouzes Populous?
Yeah, the whole version.
Yes, I like the whole thing.
The official last name is Kouzes.
Oh, I love that though.
We shortened it to
Greek
Kouzes.
to me.
Girl, it's very Greek.
Greek.
Come from a very big Greek family.
And Missy
Somehow
Bowie.
I didn't know that.
So both those girls are not just the hosts of that podcast, they're also entrepreneurs in so many other ways. So what we are doing today, we're going to give each one of them some time to talk about their own business and who they are and everything, so we get to know them better individually.
Love that.
And then we're going to talk about podcasts. So we're kind of doing 3 shows in one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
For it. So we also have 2 segments with each show that we do. And one is the party with Miss Polly, which used to be called
Love that.
Penis and Pussy Talk.
Why can't we do that? I want that one. For my version, can we do that, please?
Yeah, we can.
We can call it that for you.
Yes. For my episode, I need that.
They'll like it for them. Some people didn't like it.
So I'm
as
all
much.
about that.
Good.
That's totally fine.
Yeah. So, and
Question
then
of
we
the
do
day.
a question of the day. So it's really
Perfect.
fun. So
Well, we
We'll
are
have some
excited.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
So happy to be
ladies.
here.
Yes.
And we do have to, life is kind of weird. Like you go along and everything works well and you go, man, this is all so great. And everything is gelling. And after all this time, like we just hit like, I think 55,000 downloads or something crazy.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
So excited about it. And we're like, man, we have the right team and the right flow of things. And then we got the dreaded text message where
From Bernie.
our co-host, who has been with us now for
2
plus
years.
Oh
she
my
came on the
goodness.
show as a guest and then
Never
became
left.
our male.
Never left. Yeah. He stuck around.
Yeah.
And we cannot thank him enough for all the time he put in here. And I get teary.
No, don't
Oh, don't
cry.
I kind of got teary when he sent
Because
it.
he's
I
like
was
family.
yeah, his family.
And we love Bernie.
And Miss Polly and Bernie have their own special, like,
Love-hate
relationship. When it comes to lube,
yes.
Oh.
Bernie
That's a very
likes to
touchy
use
subject.
spit, and Miss Polly says no.
I mean, I think I agree
I've
with
used
Miss
both.
Polly.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
better.
lube is better, but sometimes you don't have it.
So that was always really, really fun. And he was just a fun, it just worked perfectly. But he's a single dad and he is extremely busy with his new job. So he said he needs to take a break.
But he's going to
And-
come back.
Gonna come back.
It's
as a
just
guest
so long, not goodbye.
Yes, it's just,
Yeah.
But
like
For now.
a break.
kind of
Yeah.
weird. But then at the same point, we then have to have a new male co-host.
Co-host,
And I was going to throw out the thing to our listeners to guess who that will be.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because we can't tell.
So can we
won't
give
tell.
them a hint?
You can give them a hint.
They were on our show once before.
Oh, that is not a hint.
I mean, it narrows down how many men.
Has to be on the show.
Yep.
What else could I say? His show is always number 1. They don't know that. They don't know what it is. Only we know what it is.
We talk about it a lot.
Well, then they need to guess.
Okay.
There we go.
But we are very excited to have him as our new
When's the
co-host.
big announcement? How long are y'all giving for
Well,
guessing time?
Miss Polly is driving in town in 2 weeks.
Say
And
what?
Yes, we're having a new photo shoot.
We have a new photo shoot.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
New video shoot.
Okay, wait. Hold on, because that's like my thing. So, like, what's the vibe? What do we like?
Can we hire you?
Let's go.
I'll just come drink on the back. And like pick the
Missy will only drink half of it.
I know. I say I'll drink.
She's like, I'm going to drink. She's like, Nichola, here, get it.
I slide all my shots to Nichola.
Take the rest.
I'm the one that's always buzzed, like talking cross-eyed. Missy's like, hi, Missy. Dang it.
You always need one, the balance.
Yes.
Exactly. But what's the vibe of the photo shoot like?
Well, we're still trying to. I mean, you have.
Well, I guess, our photographer was saying like a mafia glam style. Like,
on brand.
Black, all black.
Big, like gowns.
Gowns.
Ooh.
The glam. Because she was a mafia princess.
Yes.
Love it.
So we have to go
I vibe that.
vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
And
So,
yeah,
But we have a meeting on Monday. And
Yeah.
we're going to talk more
with our new
them.
co-host.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be
Perfect.
all about that.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
He's perfect for that.
He
man.
is
Absolutely.
One of the
Yeah.
dresses that I picked works for that.
Oh, it does.
It does.
This is so exciting.
Yeah. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and we'll have the big announcement probably maybe while we're shooting.
Should we do a guess? And if they get it right, they can like win like a
Yes.
giveaway?
Ooh.
Ooh, that would be
Something
really
like that.
fun. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We could
Some
do that.
free
Write that
lube.
down.
Right.
Miss Polly.
Luke is your friend.
It is.
Oh my gosh,
It's-
that
You're
is
not
funny.
wrong.
So I thought we will start with Missy. How about that?
Okay.
She's like, uh-oh.
I'm an open book. You ask away.
Missy, I was doing some research on you, and I was like, man, she is the vibe I get is like just such an entrepreneur. Even though you're also an amazing mom to 2 boys, which is not easy, and you have done that single for a while. You were married how long?
I was married for about 13 years in total. We were together for about 13 years, and we got divorced 2018, and have been single since then, newly in a relationship, but have, you date people, but
Right.
nothing like serious in that time
yeah.
frame. So, but yeah, so single mom for the last couple of years, but yeah, was in a relationship for a really long time.
But that's so hard. I feel like I just had someone, we talked about the mom guilt.
Yes.
Like when you,
Oh God, it's so real.
It's so real, and you want to be successful and want to do something. You have all that energy inside, and you just know you can do something big, and then you have those kids, and you're gonna go, oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't leave them at home. That was me always. So.
Yeah, it's tough. Their dad is active in their life, so
That's good.
that does help a little bit. We have 50-50 custody, so on the weeks that they are with their dad, I'm able to do the podcast and a lot of other things to kind of get that out of the way. So that way when I do have them, I'm able to spend that time with them. But it does get hard. Ideally, I launched one of my businesses in order to be able to eventually stay home and work from home. And that was kind of the goal with that. So that way I could spend more time with them and not be like in the med spa so full time. And that's
So
still the
that's
goal.
what your main thing, you're an injector.
Yes,
correct?
I'm an injector here in Dallas. I work for Bella MD over in Preston Hollow. And so I've been in the med spa industry for about 11 years.
I was
And
about
so-
to say, side note, your skin, I stare at
Isn't
it.
She looks
Yes.
like Snow
So
White. Like,
perfect.
it's so
It is
pure.
a
I was
Snow
going to
White
ask
thing.
I was like, what do you do to
It's
your
not
skin?
fair.
But now,
med spa industry. But yeah, so I've been doing that for a while. And
What did you do before that?
oh God, I was a baby when I got into it.
You
So I
did.
did hair for like a year. And
What?
I was a hairdresser for like
I didn't even know.
I didn't know this.
I was a hairdresser for like a year. It was like, it doesn't even count. I don't even count.
I'm
it.
dead. I have no idea.
Yeah. And then I went into aesthetics. And then from aesthetics, I went into lasers. And then from lasers, I went into injecting. So I've kind of been in the med spa field, but have played different roles. I've opened med spas. I've consulted. I've managed med spas. I've done the different roles. And I'm kind of to a point where I feel like I've done everything aside from opening my own med spa. So, and that's not a stress I want to take on.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Don't do it.
yeah, no, I'm like, I don't want to. But yeah, so, and I've enjoyed it, and it's allowed me to meet a lot of people and to be able to build relationships. A lot of my clients actually have become friends of mine over the years, and people I still keep in contact with on a weekly basis. And so it's been kind of nice to build those friendships and get to meet a lot of really amazing people. But eventually I'd like to be able to work from home to mainly be with my kids, to
Which
be able to have that
is
time.
Explor.Box.
Yes.
So cool. Tell us about it. Tell us how you even came up with it.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
So I guess late 2019, summer 2019, I knew I kind of wanted to get out of the med spa industry. And so I started to think of, what was I passionate about? What could I bring to the table? What could I do to help people in a sense, but could also monetize on that? So I played with a couple of ideas. The more I researched, I realized those ideas weren't ideal. And so that brought me to Explor.Box, which is a quarterly subscription box and gets delivered directly to your door in a very discreet manner. But we provide items that cater to sexual wellness, intimate wellness, and exploration items. So we have different things from, toys, which are all high grade, silicone, medical grade, good quality toys, lubricants, pH balancing wipes, even stuff for guys. Guys get chafing or they need ball wash or whatever. So we kind of catered to. Yes, they do. Right?
What'd she say?
She said, "Yes, they do."
And a lot of times people don't know these products are even out there. They kind of. When I created the company, I was thinking of who my ideal clientele would be or who my consumer would be, and being a single mom, I use these items, and you can't take your kids into Velvet Box. You can't, my ex was notorious for ordering shit on Amazon that was like shitty quality or like way too fucking big. So, guys don't pay attention to these things. So I found that there was a need for bringing these good quality items to your doorstep. So where it's convenient, it's, you don't have to take the kids anywhere. You'd be surprised at how many people are just even embarrassed to buy condoms at the store. It's such a problem. I see it as a problem, so sexual wellness is so important. It plays a big factor in your physical health and your mental health. And so I wanted for people to be able to explore more and to be able to do things in the bedroom and broaden their horizons in a very safe, healthy way. And so that's when I launched Explor January 1st of 2020. And of course, didn't realize COVID was going to happen right after.
Of course
but,
not.
But we're growing as a company. We have our subscribers are happy with our products. And so we're just, technically still, I feel like in our first year because COVID kind of,
it didn't count.
Didn't count. I'm like 2020 to launch a business literally 2 months before. So we're still getting our bearings, but so far it's going well, and I'm excited to be able to help people. I get a lot of feedback from people that they like the products and they're happy with where it's going. So
that's awesome. What's your favorite stuff to put in the box? I'm sure you have some favorite products.
I really, I'm a toy girl, so I really like putting toys in there. I've even through my girlfriends, I don't know how many times I meet girls that are like, they don't own a single toy and they're like in their 30s and they've never owned a toy. And I'm like, the fact that I can even introduce them to just even like a introductory toy, like a beginner's toy. I mean, it can change whether you're single, married, in a relationship. It can change your sex life just to incorporate a little bit of something occasionally. It doesn't have to be anything, crazy or weird or whatever. But, just to be able to
bullet.
Yeah, like a little beginner's bullet or the little finger vibrator. I mean, there's different things that you could do. So I think it's fun to kind of research, the toys and putting the toys in there. I think, is this next box has some Kegel balls in it, which I think a lot of women don't use, and you probably should. Everybody should.
Yes, got to strengthen the pelvic floor.
Yeah.
So important.
Better orgasm that way. So, yeah.
Well, when Marcella and I
doing Kegels right now.
Everybody do your Kegel
right now. We're going to do it all together.
All together.
Group effort.
Hold for 5 seconds and release.
Yeah, I know you don't have to do.
You don't have to do Kegel. But remember,
I've got my stuff.
Actually, guys can do Kegels too.
Yeah, but remember
the
we had that.
thing.
The towel for the men can strengthen their penis.
I remember.
I'll never forget that show either.
You're welcome.
That was really funny.
What are you going to say?
I was going to say that I thought it was so interesting because Marcella and I used to do that toy parties from our lingerie company. And we had this book, and it was always the lotions and all that first. I would do that because I got really nervous with the other stuff, and she would do that. But I thought it was so interesting. There's things that no one knows about, like even harmless but so cool, like sprays for your sheets that make everything smell so fresh and dry and all this kind of stuff. And the candles that you could
eat.
Like literally drizzle on, and they smell so good. And who knows about all this stuff?
Right,
so that's really, really cool.
Yeah, this is a way to kind of bring a mixture of these items to your door, and it gives you an excuse to try it out. And if you're not actively having sex, maybe that's the reason you and your husband start having sex again, because you got this box and y'all want. You've paid for it, might as well try it. You know, it's a good way to introduce it without having that kind of pressure conversation. Like, hey, we're not having enough sex. This is, you know, you kind of do it in a very
So do they get to pick, or do you pick? Is it like a FabFitFun? You know how they send random?
Yeah. So when I started the company, I didn't want to get too much into customization initially, just because of overhead, and it is just me. I'm the solo person doing it, and so you know, I didn't want to get too much into that. And so eventually we will branch out and do customization. But for now, what we do is we theme the boxes. So every quarter has a different theme.
That's
so
so
this
cool.
last box was New Year, New Year, Better Sex Life. And then we've had a kinky box. And then we've had a So Fresh and So Clean box. And so we theme the boxes every quarter. So the items coincide with the theme. And then we're going to launch party boxes, which are on the horizon for this year, which will be not so much a subscription, but a one-time purchase you could buy for like a bachelor or bachelorette. I'll have a divorce box. So
I love it.
Going through divorce.
Yes.
So divorce box, a prenatal box. You know, there's going to be different they'll be called party boxes. So just more like a gifting type of box you can purchase for somebody.
This.
I love it.
Yeah,
very, very cool.
And there's nothing like that.
There's boxes that have these items in them out there, but they aren't quite the quality. It's kind of, most of them are pretty cheesy, like what you're going to get at a bachelorette party, like stuff you probably wouldn't use. So, you know, this is actual products you're going to use, you're going to want to use, you're going to want to probably buy again if it's a wash that you like or a lube that you really like. Our first lube that came out in our first box, I had multiple people buying that lube after the fact because it's sensitive, it's water-based, it's just kind of everybody friendly. It was the Wicked Aqua. Yeah.
I love that.
It's a good one. And so we had great feedback, and we had people buying that after they ran out the first time. So
if it's Miss Polly approved, it's really
good.
It's really good.
Do you have people that just like go directly to your site and buy that?
Yeah, so I try and keep it up to date, but yeah, so everything I put in the box is available for individual sale on the website. So if you have a product that you like, then I can go in.
Oh,
love it.
Look, there's all this stuff. It's so cool, and look how cool it looks.
Her branding is awesome.
Branding is so really, really, really great.
We try and keep it tasteful,
It's
but still
tasteful,
sexy.
and
you know.
Yeah, I love it. It's
so this
beautiful.
is something we talk about a lot on the show.
That's how it comes.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'll send you guys a box. I'll get y'all's address before you leave and send you guys a box.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I mean, you have done an incredible job with this.
you.
Really, you have. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And the products that she has, I printed them all out because I was like,
everything.
yeah. Like she has a mood mask kit, a bachelorette box, satin restraint kits. That is the craziest thing. You have no idea how many people buy restraints.
Mhm.
It's like,
Mhm.
whoa.
Yeah.
The handcuffs and everything, and you cannot, like, I have an eBay store too, and they will not allow that.
Well, these
crazy.
they're just satin, basically satin, like, I don't call it ties, basically.
yes.
So it kind of, because I feel like sometimes, not for everybody, but sometimes the like handcuffs like freaks people out. They think, you know,
move.
right. So this is like a satin. It's very, like, it's silky, it's satin. It's very, you can adjust them however tight or however loose you want them. And so it was a little kit that came with a blindfold and then a satin restraint for the feet and the hands. And so you can kind of do what you want with that. You could, you know, tie around both your eyes or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Tie it around other places. But yeah, so I kind of try to think about that too. I try and think about the average consumer that's probably getting this box. Sometimes handcuffs freak people out. And there will be handcuffs, don't y'all worry. We just haven't introduced
but I want
it yet.
that.
we haven't just put it in there yet, but there will be. But that can be a little intimidating for some
Fluffy
people.
ones, like,
Yeah.
I know. We'll get some Nichola inspired handcuffs.
I want a Nichola box where all things are fluffy.
yeah.
I think
fluffy
that's
tail.
great. The fluffy tail.
Handcuffs.
Yes.
Oh, listen, if y'all don't know what the fluffy tail is,
It's a anal plug.
I was like, what is it? A
Yeah.
fluffy tail?
They have a
even.
unicorn and a
Yeah.
ponytail. Yeah, or they have a bunny tail. So it's
The bunny tails are so cute.
I'm like,
it's
know,
it's
it's
for
fun.
It'll talk someone into it. They're like, okay.
I'll wear the tail.
Man, it's cute.
I like
It
the jewel
is.
ones.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the bedazzled ones.
Yes.
But
That too.
I mean, the
Need some
fluffy,
bling for your booty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bling in a
fluff.
booty.
Can't go wrong.
Tell me about the dark desire stimulator.
Oh, man.
What is that?
Okay, so that was in our first box. That was our first vibrator we put in there, and that it's completely submergible, waterproof, medical grade silicone. It has 15 speeds. Literally, we did a photo shoot when we did our initial photo shoot that we were getting pictures of that, and we like actually took it out and put it on the floor, and it like scooted its way across the floor.
No way.
It was insane. I was
my
like,
God.
it was so powerful and so strong. But that was also a customer favorite. I'll probably have to bring that one back at some point because people really like that one. But it's just a lay on vibrator, so you can use it, on him and his taint area. You can use it on her. I mean, it's universal, kind of the areas that you can put that on. It's not insertable in any way. So we decided to start with that in the first box because it's a little, it's a beginner vibe and it's good.
That's awesome. Sinful black whip.
Oh, I mean, that's just, that speaks for itself. That was in the kinky box, and that one was, it's just a little whip. I mean, not much to say about that one.
But I think it's so important because I was going to say earlier, we talk about it on repeat. Maybe like for now years is how taboo people make these conversations, or that I've always said I think even couples I know of, they've been married for so many years and they're still afraid to ask, like, I want to do this. I'm like, why? You have to talk about it and have fun with it. So I think this is so good because
it kind of takes the tension out of that conversation. Like, if it's whether it's him or her wanting to have the conversation, they can order the box and then it's like, oh, honey, look at what came in the box. And it's almost like it takes that obligation out of like, well, it came in the box, so we should try it.
Just came that way.
Yeah, this is what came in it, so we should try it. And, so that's kind of also kind of what I like about not being able to customize it in a sense is because it opens. I feel like when you are able to pick and choose, you're going to typically go for what you normally go for.
Right.
This way, you're getting items that maybe you wouldn't normally pick, but you might find out that you like once you use it for the first time.
Yeah, explore, literally
Very
explore.
Yeah, explore,
Yes.
try new things, explore
Explore.
different things in the bedroom. So.
I love that.
Great branding. Zero tolerance white lightning.
Oh, that was a
Couples.
cock ring, a vibrating cock ring that was a very stretchy material, so that was pretty universal and fits most. Fits most.
One size fits most.
One size fits most. But yeah, that was just a vibrating cock ring that we had. Oh, that might have been box 3.
So how many boxes have you?
4.
4.
Yeah, so it's just a quarterly box. So we just did away with our 4th box. We're about to launch our 5th box. Or no, we had our 5th box at the beginning of the year, so 6 box.
And are you the one who puts it together and picks everything?
For now, yes. Yeah. So as we grow, then I'll, eventually hire somebody to do all that when I don't have time for it. But currently I'm the one packaging and shipping and doing all the things. I research all the products before I purchase them. I make sure everything, flows and coincides and is safe and good quality. So I get it all in and I don't want to say I test it out.
I was supposed to try it.
I don't try them all out. But I'll make sure that it's what because I have ordered in the beginning. I did order a couple things that when they got in, it wasn't the quality that I expected. So I just didn't put them in the box. If it's not the quality that I'm wanting to represent my brand, I won't use it. So
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
I know. See, she has heat massage candle.
Yes. Yeah, that was in the kinky box, and that was a candle. You light it 15 seconds. It had a little spout
it has a pour on it.
And
Yeah.
you could pour it it turned into an oil once it was melted.
Yes.
And you could it had a little spout so it doesn't get messy, and you can just very gently pour it on your person.
Oh, I love it.
Last male duration spray.
Oh, okay. So that was they're these little individually packaged. They're like little bottles. They almost look like little bitty like breath spray bottles. And so they can fit in your purse, your pocket, but basically you spray that on about 10 to 15 seconds before, and it helps him last a little longer. There's no taste, there's no smell. Like she would never know that you have it on. And it's just like a little black spray that you would spray on before intercourse to make him last. It's just like a little desensitizing so that he can last longer.
Oh, so she sprays it on her?
No, whoever.
Oh, okay.
Whoever sprays it on, but it goes on him to make him last longer. Yeah.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah.
There is
I've never heard of that one.
Me neither.
That's new.
You've never heard of that?
There's
No.
different brands of it. This one,
Miss Polly is like,
Of course
I
she
know about
has.
it.
yeah.
Sorry, these are not new to me.
I know,
Polly
but
knows
you've been
everything.
in there.
We know you know all.
All of
Oh,
it.
like,
I don't know all.
Yes, you do.
All about sex.
I know I've made it if I can bring up something Polly doesn't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just have a lot
That's
of
like good
years of stuff.
stuff.
I mean, I bet she could school me on a few things for sure.
Only helpful.
Only helpful.
There's a thing called nut rub.
Oh, Nut Rub. So that's by a company I like. That their branding is phenomenal. So a company called Ballsy. And
my God.
Nut Rub is a solid cologne. So they could put it on their nuts to make it smell like cologne without actually spraying like an alcohol-based cologne. But it's a solid base cologne. But you realize it looks like one of like what we would use in like a one of our chapsticks in like a little
The
pot.
circle.
Yeah, and you just rub it on your neck or your wrists or your balls, your penis, wherever. But yeah, so it's just like a solid cologne, but they call it Nut Rub. 'Cause you
Nut
put it
Rub.
on- Yeah.
Very
God.
interesting.
I love it.
I
we've
mean,
had
you
some
have
fun ones.
Bliss cannabis infused intimate oil.
That's just a CBD infused lube, basically. So
Very,
Miss Polly
very,
likes
very,
that.
very cool. How fun.
thank you,
Like,
thank you.
so
It's been
fun.
a fun thing to start, and I'm excited to see how the company grows. And a lot of big plans in the horizon. Just it's in the works. 2020 doesn't count.
No,
No.
doesn't
Like I
count
couldn't
at all.
meet with people. I couldn't do. There was events. I went to AVN last year, right before COVID.
Jealous.
It was so much
I have to
fun.
So bad.
It was fun, honestly. But we were supposed to be at a tattoo convention. There's a lot of things that Explore was supposed to be a part of that COVID unfortunately has pushed off. So as things start to, the convention's actually this fall. So I'm hoping as things start to settle, we're able to bring more of our presence out to everybody. Just because a lot of events we were supposed to be a part of this last year didn't happen.
Right.
So
I think you have something amazing. It
I
will
do
happen.
too.
It will
Thank
be
you.
so amazing. I mean, you got everything. You have the name, the brand, the quality,
thank you. It's been fun. I'm really passionate about it. So
and it's not saturated.
no, it's
so
definitely
you
not.
have all that going
and
for
we have
you.
quality going for us
Yes.
too.
Now, I know that when I researched, I didn't know this before, but I found out that you were best friends with Laura,
Yes.
who
Yeah.
was one of our guests, Kouzes'
wife.
wife,
Mhm.
who went to Mexico to have plastic surgery
Yes.
and then passed away from that tragically. I
Yeah.
mean, were you best friends? It looks like you guys
yeah,
were
we
really
were really
close.
close. We were really close. I've actually met Laura through Kouzes. So Kouzes started doing my hair first. And so he would tell me, oh, you've got to meet my wife. You've got to meet, Laura. And so finally we met and then we hit it off. And so we just became close. I unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time with her prior to everything. We were probably, I guess, hanging out mostly the last year and a half, maybe year and a half before she passed. But we became very, very close.
That's when
And
you kind
so-
of get the closest to
Yes.
know when
Yeah.
you
So
first meet someone.
we had a lot of deep conversations and it was different. I've never lost anybody that close to me before. You lose like family member, like grandparents and stuff, but you're not like, it's not like a best friend. You're not
Yeah.
like telling your secrets. You don't talk to them like daily or weekly. They don't know what's
Right.
going on in your dating
Right.
life. And so that's the first person I've lost that close to me. And that was, it was pretty tough. And
Yeah.
it's, I think about her often or something will happen and I'll, thank God she would have said this or she, like she'd be kicking me in the ass right now for doing this. But, she left a lot of positivity behind and she, if you ever knew her, everyone was devastated. It was an angel that was definitely went too soon, but
So sweet. I never met her, but you can just
she
tell.
touched everyone
Mhm.
that she came in contact with. So she's amazing.
Aw.
I can't, y'all. I've been drinking.
Feels.
Do
Yeah,
I?
right.
Time heals, I think.
Is it all the feels?
all the feels.
Yes.
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 Tell us about your boys.
Oh, so I have two boys, Caleb and Mason. Caleb is 12, Mason's 8. Caleb plays basketball. He plays like basketball. He's huge. He's like taller than me, and he's I don't know 5'4", 115 pounds. I mean, he's like my size, but bigger. But he's really into basketball. He's autistic, so he's high spectrum. He has Asperger's, and so but he's excelled in his schoolwork. It was a struggle when he was younger, and then kind of leading up to his diagnosis and really not knowing, what was going on with him. And then when we got the diagnosis when he was 6, that kind of helped. It was almost like a sigh of relief in a sense, because we at least knew what was going on. And there's no like medication for autism. You almost just treat the symptoms. So he's had a few symptoms kind of come and go throughout the years. But now that he's grown, it's more under control in a sense. He occasionally has his things, but he's wicked smart. He's in all pre-AP classes and advanced classes. So he's doing great, and he's great in basketball. He's a sweet kid. And then I have Mason, who's my rebellious little kid. He's like his father. He's that one. He looks like his father. He acts like his father. And I'm like, sometimes. But Mason's, and it's funny because I always hear from like babysitters and stuff. They're like, he's so sweet. And I'm like,
is he really? Is that the same kid?
I don't know. But he's just he's sweet. He's a Cancer, so he's very emotional and sweet, but he's also like just, he's rowdy. He's just rowdy. Maybe it's just because he's 8. I don't know, but he's my rowdy one. So, but yeah, so they, I don't know. They're the reason that I do everything that I do. Realistically, having Caleb, I had Caleb at 19, so I was young. I was a young mom, and I was probably not on the best path when I got pregnant with him. So that kid probably saved me from a lot of really bad times that were coming my way.
Wow, that's an interesting way to put that.
Yeah. Actually, he saved my life, that one.
That's really, really cool. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, he was a blessing, and he saved me and the person that I was going to end up being. And I'm now a completely different person, I think, because I had him so young.
So young, yeah.
He changed the direction of my life because I had to be a mom. I was raised Catholic and very strict. And so when I was pregnant, that was it. Go be a mom. Yeah. Go figure it out. So I figured it out. But no, their dad and I, we made it work, and we were, good for many, many years, and, just being young parents. So
did the divorce, was it like a long time coming? Were you upset, or were you kind of ready to be done with it? I mean, divorce is hard.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for the process of it. I don't think really anybody prepares. You kind of actually went into it. I went into it thinking, we don't have anything to fight over. Like, he owns his business, I own mine. We own our own car. All this stuff. So I'm like, there's nothing to fight over. There's no property to fight over. All that stuff. So I'm like, this is going to be cut and dry. It was not
until it's not.
It's not cut and dry at all. Just a very long 10 months. I was ready at that point in time. There was a couple of separations that led up to that divorce, and then I finally just said I can't. And so it was my decision to move out, my decision to file. And although it took forever and a day, it seemed, we got it done, and here we are. And I don't regret anything that came from that, but I'm much happier.
That's a new beginning.
Yes. The last 2 years has been very, it's been great. So.
And now you tell us a little bit about your new man. You're dating. Tell us how that came about.
Big fan.
Instagram.
Are you a fan?
Actually,
Big
she
fan.
loves him.
Okay.
Honestly, all my friends, all the people that are closest to me love him. We actually met on Instagram. He lives in Austin currently, and so he's moving to Dallas. But
how did who reached out first? How did that work?
We had been following each other. We don't even know how long we'd been following each other. At some point, on Instagram, it's like you end up following people. You have no idea how you get connected or whatever. But we had some mutual friends, and then occasionally I think there was like a slide in the DM or a comment or a like, but nothing like crazy, no real conversation. And then December of last year, the conversation kind of picked up, and then I gave him my number, and then we just kind of, took off from there. We met January 3rd, and so far we've spent every weekend together.
How did you meet? How did that work? Like,
it was just like,
did he come here, or
he came here? Yeah, he comes here every weekend. His sister lives in McKinney, so he was coming to Dallas often, and so he came in town and around New Year's for the holidays, and so he was like, I'll be in town. If I'd love to meet you and take you out to dinner. And it was like, I have my kids, so I can't really meet until Sunday night after 6, blah blah blah. And he's like, well, I'll stay an extra day so that way I can meet you. So he changed around his travel back schedule just to be able to stay an extra day to meet me for the first time. And we had our first date, and then that turned into a lunch the next day. And then after that, it was
just hit it off immediately. You just know. We say this all the time. You just know.
And I feel like I've been infatuated with guys since, my divorce, but nothing where you know, like with him, I say there's not an ounce of doubt. There's no hesitation. Like it's just, it's almost like I just know this is going to work. This is it for me. And so, I mean, I don't know. I say that. He might not say that. But no, everybody closest to me has kind of watched this unfold over the last few months and has all agreed that, you know, this, I don't know. We'll see.
I love
how this
that,
goes.
though.
Yeah. But so far it's going great. He's amazing.
How long?
Just since January. So just a few months.
Right.
Yeah. Beginning of January. So
February, March. Okay.
April.
So just a few months in. So far it's going well, and he's moving to Dallas next month, and things we'll see how it progresses from there.
So
Nice.
he's moving here.
Yeah, well, he was planning to move here before me, but I just kind of sped up the process.
He's like, well, now I got to really get to
Yeah.
Dallas.
So no, the plan was always for him to come to Dallas, but now I'm just, you know, now he's just going to move closer to me a little faster. So
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I didn't ask that you want for anyone to know and share with us?
I
or-
mean, I feel like we'll talk about podcast and I mean, no. If y'all think of something, feel free to ask it. Or if you have
Do you
listeners
have
that have
any
questions,
questions?
No,
I'm an open book. So
Yeah, I love everything. No, I asked all my questions, I think, with the box. I was very excited about your box.
Spider is like laughing at you.
That's about right.
It's not surprising. I mean, you know.
I don't think nothing comes to mind. That's just kind of my story. So
I love it.
I love it. So then let's go to party with Miss Polly.
Polly.
We're not partying this week.
Oh.
This is Penis and
Yeah. Oh my God, Spider! I'm so
I needed that. I needed that in my life right now.
That little pep up.
I didn't know if you were gonna find it or not.
So awesome.
It took me a while, but I found it.
That is
can't
why
lose
we
that
love
ever.
you so
Amazing.
much.
Awesome. Oh my
is the
God, I haven't
perfect
heard that
show.
in so long.
I know.
We're not prudes here. So
No.
I like it.
Yay. I'm so glad we're not prudes because
Of your question.
I'm actually going to talk about, and it's funny that I chose this today, the top 5 best-selling clitoral vibrators.
Yeah, girl.
She's like, I'm your girl. Thank you.
Everybody that subscribes to Explore will get those in the box.
At some point in time, you most definitely will. If you haven't already.
If you haven't already,
What a perfect show for that.
I know. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, to me, because 85 to 90% of women need clitoral stimulation in order to have an orgasm, it's important that we all get clitorid. So,
I'm dead. Wow. That's good.
I agree.
So clever.
I have my moment. So, number 5 is from Acivio, or ACVIO. Acivio?
Okay.
And it's the clitoral sucking G-spot vibrator with 5 frequencies, waterproof, rechargeable, can also be used for nipple stimulation. So I guess it can be used in several ways. I'm kind of interested to figure out how it's also a G-spot. Does anybody know what the Satisfier looks like?
I have that one. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I have that one, but it's also going in a box. It's going in the next box.
Nice.
So, yeah. So that
you
one,
have
I don't know how that would be. That one can't be considered G-spot, the Satisfier one, because it's all external.
Correct.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Apparently this one, it has the same type of suction, I guess, as the Satisfier does. But apparently, I don't know why it says G-spot. I guess because it's waterproof, you can actually insert it, and it's small enough. Maybe, I don't know. I have my doubts on that.
Get creative
But
with
that's
it.
just me. I think most women would probably just say, "Oh, heck yeah, that's going on," because suction has become the biggest thing. At least the last couple of years, since
they didn't
has really come out. More and more toys are suction, and women are going crazy over the suction. Because, well, oh my goodness,
If you don't have a clitoral suction vibrator or stimulator, I guess it's not really a vibrator. You need to get one.
Yes.
You really need to get one.
I don't get
They
that.
just what?
Because
No, you're gonna get that after you get this.
I feel like I'm
toy.
more of an innie than an outie.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. I know I am. So,
Really? With the toys?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get that off of me. Like, shove it up in me and then let's like play.
This
Oh,
suctions
wow.
your
Yeah.
clitoris and
Then-
If you
vibrates
say
at
I
the
don't
same
like it,
time.
I'll try it. But
I'll try
You
anything
would
once.
probably be interested in number 4.
Segue.
Oh,
there it is.
It's a rabbit. Is it a
Number
rabbit?
4 actually is, of course, if you haven't heard of it, Tracy's dog.
What is
What?
that?
No idea what that is.
The fuck?
Look at Tracy's
Yes,
dog.
thank you for Googling it.
Yeah.
Google Tracy's dog.
literal sucking vibrator.
Okay.
So it's a dual action, but includes the clitoral sucking part as well as the G-spot stimulation.
Oh, okay. So I have
Wait,
seen
where'd
this,
it
but I
go?
haven't seen. Where did it go? I haven't seen it be called Tracy's dog. I guess
Correct.
that's just a brand.
There are several
What does it look like?
different
Okay.
versions
Where
of
did it
it.
go? Where did it
Different
go?
brands.
It disappeared.
There it is.
Oh.
Okay, so I have.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that might-
Okay, better.
It's
Yeah.
moving. It's
Better.
like a tail
Okay,
wagging.
4 I like. I could be into
I hate
that.
that name. Tracy's dog. I don't know
that's
if I
a
like
terrible
that.
name.
That's all right. That's
Oh,
not-
but hello. Actually,
Just
I
leave the
know
animal
of
names out of the
different
sex
brands
toys.
Exactly.
that are actually better than this particular one. They're a little higher price, but this one
Price point's not
supposedly-
bad.
It's not bad,
Mm-mm.
and has
43.
really amazing reviews. Don't know if I can read some of those on air, but
Oh, wait.
Well,
Yeah,
why
what
not?
New
podcast
segment.
are you
New
on?
What the
segment.
heck? What do you mean?
That would
Sex
be a
toy
gr-
reviews with
Yes.
Miss Polly.
There you
That would be
go.
a great
That would be fabulous.
hey,
I mean, you can
toy
read at
reviews.
least like 2.
let me see if I can.
Yeah, I want to know a review.
I had an idea to read comments from Pornhub,
Yes.
but they were so
Oh.
disgusting that I couldn't
you
do
couldn't
it.
do
Oh,
I don't
man.
remember.
Sorry.
I've never actually read the
Actually,
comments in Pornhub.
That kind of makes me want to read it now.
Now you're going to go read that?
I know. I'm like,
Hang
I
on.
never looked at that part on Pornhub. I'm occupied.
I'm like, I'll have to find one that is
What?
maybe not quite so.
Graphic?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of a little more. Oh, let's see.
More graphic.
More graphic.
Oh.
More
We went to graphic
descriptive.
store for
Yeah.
that.
More descriptive.
Yeah.
That's not
Let's see.
a bad idea, though. Like, read comments.
Honestly,
Hello. How about the one that says "Hello, orgasm"?
There you go.
okay.
That's a good review right
I
there.
like that.
That's like someone
Hello,
telling you,
orgasm.
I never made it to the end of this porn video. All right, that's a good video.
Probably one to write reviews, but this product deserves a recommendation. Literally love it. I love the varying feels of internal vibration. I love the varying feels of suction, although honestly only made it to the 3rd one.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
like that.
Also, love the remote. Can be used by yourself or with partner play. Also, love the box it comes in. It's like a nice, comfortable bed for your beautiful toy.
Wow.
There you go.
okay.
I'm not sure what I was expecting as far as thickness for the internal part, but it definitely fit my needs.
Sounds like a commercial.
It really does.
What's
And
number
probably
3?
my favorite part is that you don't have to hold it in place. Just put it in, use the remote to adjust vibration and suction, and enjoy your pleasure.
You need to read these more
So
often.
enthusiastic.
I love it.
I need to get you talking about an Explor.Box like that.
Yeah. You need Miss Polly as your influencer.
She's coming in town, you guys.
She needs to be your
I'm
influencer.
available for voiceovers.
All right. What about number 3?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me see here. Number 3 is the Bombex clitoral sucking vibrator.
Another sucking one.
Another one.
Change your
yes.
fucking life.
Okay,
Nichola,
well,
Nichola
He's
needs-
I need you to give me one.
I got one at the house.
Okay.
I mean,
these
it's
are
new.
all the. This one.
We
is
share everything, it's fine.
She said it's
in the
new.
oral sex, much more subtle, direct. This sucking vibers more than just a vibration effect. Sucking, pulsating, throbbing. I
Ooh,
don't know what
throbbing.
that is.
I love a good throb.
Yeah.
Throb. This little tip gently surrounds your sweet spots without overwhelming sensitive tissue. Yeah, don't turn it up on high. Okay, but just kidding. So in rechargeable, of course, which 90 minutes of charge time will run the sucker for about 60 more minutes of continuous use. Whoop, whoop.
If you make it
How many
Yeah.
that
Well,
long.
that's a long
Yeah.
time.
can you get in 60 minutes? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, there you go.
That was
Number
number
one?
2.
Oh,
That was number
That's
3.
That's number 3. Numero 2 is actually the Satisfier Pro 2 Air Pulse Clitoral Stimulator.
in the next box, y'all.
Missy's go-to.
Already got it. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
That's kind of cool though, because they'll know that whatever
Yes.
she's gonna
Yes.
describe.
If you
Yes.
sign up in the next box round,
There you
that's
go.
a
Hell
How
yeah.
perfect is
And
that?
I have had, okay, I've been around. How does that say that? I've been around several of the Satisfiers.
They're good toys
Pro
for at a
2.
great price point too.
Did you work at the
They
factory?
are very, very
Yeah.
the lay-on one that you had
Mhm.
in one of your boxes is also a Satisfier. They have a very good and very high quality product.
Yeah.
This one is the Satisfier Pro 2 Air Pulse non-contact clitoral sucking pressure wave technology.
What?
Hey,
How's
how does that work?
So it I'll let her explain.
It kind of like a
It's like
It
So
like
it blows
suctions and
air
blows
on
kind
you?
of at the same
Yeah.
time,
It's like
and
when you
it
get your eyes
vibrates.
tested and they
it's
blow that
like
little puff of
literally.
air.
It is.
exactly.
oh my
Yeah.
lord.
It does all the things.
Yeah,
All
there's
the
11
things.
intensities. It's waterproof, optimized head design, so it's skin-friendly silicone, but it's now bigger and wider than it used to be. So, which
All right. And that'll be in your Explore box.
It's
Yes.
a good one.
And
And
that
I'll have
will
to give
be
a
in your
code for y'all's
Explore
listeners.
okay.
Yeah, for real.
We'll do a
Honestly,
2-Posh code.
how ideal. This is great.
Perfect.
Great. What a great marriage.
Yeah. And the number one selling clitoral vibrator for women is the dun dun dun. Stop. Is the rose vibrator. So it's literally shaped like a rose
I like that.
and has petals.
I would need to look.
And
I don't know if I've seen
Petals surrounding
Sounds
it,
pretty.
and it literally.
this. Just because it's pretty don't mean it works.
If it's number one, though.
But yeah, I mean, it
It's
might.
called the Adorable Rose Vibrator by
Adore-
Adore Me.
Oh, Adore
which
Me.
is the
Okay.
brand.
Yep.
Yes.
They.
And-
Yeah.
I guess silky smooth silicone has 7 intense suction levels, which I always say that those are more along the lines of patterns and not necessarily suction intensity.
okay.
So a lot of times, most of these toys
I
have
just found
Is
her
it the same?
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
Oh,
typically
that
have
looks different than I
3
thought.
Yeah, honestly.
Spider
rather
Yeah.
than
See it?
patterns.
So does air come out of that one too?
That looks
It's
crazy.
more of a suction.
It separates the labia,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
so it gets all in it, all up in
All
that.
up in it.
Okay.
All what Nichola does
And
not
it is
want.
Yeah, no.
She, by the end of the week,
Yeah.
okay.
Nicola's gonna
She's
change her
gonna
mind.
I'm just.
We have to go have margaritas next
Yeah.
year.
Uh-huh, we need to. I'll give you an
I'm gonna get
update.
Best Friend of the Year
Yeah.
award.
We need an update.
In all this one.
I'm going to be
So
like,
apparently
who
they
needs a
have
man?
others that are in that same design that like one is a tongue, the
I was just about to bring that up actually when you were done.
tongue flicker.
Yes,
Oh.
so I used to, when me and my mom were doing this like
That's right.
heavily, my gift for all my friends
That's
for their
right.
birthday
Oh, that's
is I
right.
came
It was
with a
like
basket.
Yes.
Hold on. So I would hold on.
Mom, don't say it.
Don't say it yet. So we would make a basket for every girlfriend of mine, and it would come with lingerie, crotchless panties, like a vibrating duck for the bathtub, edible stuff, and then in one of my girlfriends for her 30th birthday, it was a tongue, like a wheel, and it would like lick. That's so many
a wheel.
Stop
tongue?
it.
yes. Wheel. It was like,
Yeah, that's kind of genius.
What?
now you really don't need a man.
Okay.
Honestly, though,
I'll get one of those and use it
sometimes I have to
myself.
pull out 2 at the
That
same time,
wheel.
and like literally, you don't need a man.
Oh,
Like you just get one for the inner, one for the outer.
You just need the tongue and then the inside,
Yeah.
and then you're good to go.
Like,
See, that seems
you
so
don't need
much
a man for
better.
anything.
The great thing about those tongues is they don't get tired.
exactly.
I was just thinking I needed one for
And it
myself.
doesn't get
And they don't
So when my
bitch
jaw
you,
gets sore,
so it doesn't
I just
get
bust that
messy.
shit out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get to spit everywhere.
Oh my God, spider.
when I get tired. Yeah, for guys, you could really help out your
Yep.
woman when
There
you
you
get
go.
tired.
Right.
Get your little tongue wheel out.
Because the jaw does get sore.
There you go.
Okay, and vice versa
That's
for
his
y'all.
door.
Okay, just saying. Just
They
saying.
have anything
Ladies,
like that for
they do.
men?
They do.
Nice.
They have fleshlights and then
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
flashlight.
flashlight.
You know, and it's like, I was almost there. I was almost at the top of the roller coaster. Now I'm at the bottom again.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So bullshit.
Your law jocks out.
Well, I'm done. I'm ready to get off. So,
I lost the ride.
yeah.
Start over.
I'm not renewing it. So, yeah.
I'm
Get
getting
me off
off.
the ride.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
I can't find it anymore. That's
well, have
so
Miss
crazy.
Polly
What is it?
the tongue wheel.
Oh, it's by Cal Exotics.
Mm-hmm.
Wheel of Tongue or Tongue of Wheel.
Wheel of tongue.
Wheel of tongue. What a
Wheel
name.
of tongue.
That is
And
so
you get a
amazing.
tongue, and you get a tongue, and then you get a tongue.
I feel like
You,
it's
a tongue for you. We all get a tongue.
Oh, wow. That
presents that are good.
That looks
though.
exactly
Doesn't
like we were describing it. It's a wheel of tongues.
matter. Yeah,
It really is.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
I'm
and it has
looking.
different speeds and different,
Yep. There you go.
Did you ever get feedback from your friend?
I don't know. No, she was just excited about the whole box. I mean, how could you not be? It's like the best gift
Really?
ever.
Right.
For real.
Oh
for
my
real.
God.
There are so many different ones now. There used
Oh,
to
there.
be a few.
That's
And now
Oh.
that's
it's
it.
tons
Wow.
for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
What's crazy, what I
You just
love
showed on
about
the
that
camera.
is you can leave that on your counter to like air dry, clean, or whatever. And it doesn't look suspect. Like me having 2 boys that like to barge in
No, you're right.
any
It
and every
doesn't.
time. Okay, y'all, me trying to clean my toys and like leave them out to dry and the whole thing. It's not a good look.
That must be hard.
One of your kids just barges in your bathroom. So I now have to hide. There's like a whole process
What, in
to
your
it now.
closet?
I have to hide it, and I put a towel. I do the cleaning process, and I
Mm-hmm.
put a towel, and then I cover them over the towel. But then, like, if they come in and whatever reason,
with-
why do boys like to use my bathroom? They have their own bathroom.
But
And
it's
another
mom's
downstairs.
bathroom.
I think it's a mom thing.
They
Well,
like
it's
to
mom's
use my
bathroom.
Why do
bathroom.
children
That's
like
mom's
children? Children.
I'm like,
all my children.
use your own bathroom. So then they wash their hands and they go to grab the towel, and what falls out?
Oh, no.
I'm like, go to your bathroom, and then I have to blame it. That's my dog Banks.
Yeah, it's
My-
Banks'
Banks'
toy.
Okay? You got it messy. I was cleaning it. Go. Thankfully, none of my
Oh my
toys look like.
God.
Well, they don't really look like what they look like, so that's fine. But that's discreet enough that like you can leave it out on the counter, and they're not gonna think anything about it. So
That is so funny.
My best friend growing up, she'd be like, do you want to go in my mom's closet? I'm like, why? She's like, I don't know. She has these things in there. It's just like weird to look at. And I'm like, what are they?
looks like a penis.
Yeah. I'm like, just a row of them. I'm like, okay, I think I know what those are.
But you know how the
It's
ones,
foreshadowing.
the old ones were just like the plastic with the batteries.
Oh, yeah, they sure were.
Oh, they were so
And-
obvious.
Just
So
It's like a
obvious.
penis.
Oh, they
like
yeah.
Adam.
Oh,
my
Adam. Do you
mom
have
didn't
Adam?
look like
You
a
know
penis.
Adam?
No, Adam, but
It was just straight
I don't have an
up.
Adam.
Adam was the suction dildo.
Yeah.
I loved to take Adam out at the parties. And
That
stick
was
him
the
everywhere.
Wherever you were.
Oh
Just
my God.
let him hang.
My ex, I'd be in the shower, my ex would suction him to the fucking mirror, and then I'd get out of the shower and there'd be a fucking dildo hanging out the mirror, and I'd be like, oh my God.
I think it's more of like a funny
It's
thing.
right.
It's being used, I feel like.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have an Adam anymore,
It's
but
a
I use
detachable penis.
Yeah.
Basically, you know?
Exactly.
It is because it can do all these things. And I remember that one story we hear all the time. We've told it so many times at one of our parties that we did, one of the first ones ever, and it was at my house. And all these women came, and my husband had come home and went in the bedroom. And he said, "What is the slamming of the door?" Like it was just constantly in and out.
God.
It was all these women were outside trying to see how far down the throat they could get Adam, and then they would go inside and wash it and bring it back out.
Oh my God.
that is a game I have not played, actually.
How far can you get Adam down your
I
throat?
mean,
It became a thing.
why
It was
wasn't I
like
invited?
So crazy. I didn't know you.
a really fun game at a
imagine?
party.
Yeah.
You can just mark it like so and so got this far.
No, do the lipstick thing.
Yeah,
Just lipsticks,
for sure.
Different color lipstick. You see who got farther.
Oh my God.
I mean, not now. We have COVID. So
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
you
do that,
can't
but-
share. Each
Yeah.
person can have their own
Can't
Adam.
share dildos.
Wrap it in the
Fucking
At a
COVID,
party.
man.
fucking COVID fucking things up.
Spider's like, what in the world?
Buzz killer.
COVID really messed things up.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Do you think orgies took a break during COVID?
No.
No,
Absolutely
they were
not.
parties.
They're gonna keep going.
Swingers parties for sure were still going during
Right?
COVID. They have
Oh.
needs too.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
know.
surprise me. Party on.
I just thought about that. Did they wear masks? I wonder. I don't know.
Probably.
They
but
weren't
not the
afraid.
They
kinds
were
you
sharing all
thinking of.
kinds of
It wasn't
flavors. I doubt it
Same
mattered.
kind of mask.
Exactly.
Exactly. Eyes wide shut.
All right.
I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Let's go question of the day.
Yeah. Moving on.
Oh my God.
The two posh girls ask the question of the day.
Forever. Question of the day. Would you sign a prenup if you were engaged and your significant other asked?
No.
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 Never.
Nah.
Nope.
Nichola?
Do I get to answer this
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yes. Everybody.
Oh, was it a okay.
Everybody
Everybody
gets
gets to answer. No, I love it.
I have this question with my mom all the time.
You do?
Yeah, we watch this one show on Lifetime. I don't remember. Marrying Millions. And this one girl is like butthurt about this prenup. And mom was like, you would be mad. You would not want to sign that. I'm like, I feel like in the state of Texas, though, once you're married, you're still legally bound to what you make there on out.
To an extent, from somebody who's been through a divorce.
Yes,
to an
so-
extent,
At the
there
same
are
time,
stipulations.
But I'm going to tell you this right now. I would want someone to sign a prenup too, because you're not taking my shit.
Well, that's because you had a singing career. For us normal folk, that ain't coming to the
That's
table
why I'm
with
not
shit.
mad. I'm just not mad at a prenup because I'm like, bitch, you're going to sign one too.
I don't know.
So Nichola, would you be the one to ask someone to sign a prenup?
I don't know. I don't want to get married at this point.
Oh, you don't?
I don't
Okay,
know what
see
I
us
want.
back in 1
I
year.
don't know what I want.
Missy's like, you're gonna fall in
can't.
love.
It's gonna happen.
It's okay. I'm with you right now, so it's fine.
You know, I don't think I'd be
But just
against
in
it.
case.
I don't think I'd be against it. I think I'd be smart enough to have children because then that's locked in to a certain extent. But I don't think I'd ever stop my hustle. Like, cool, you want to do your shit? I'm gonna do my shit, and you're not gonna take it either. So you do you, I'll do me, and we'll meet in the middle.
See, now though, there's a whole new level of problems because there are these trusts that
Yes.
are around, and you can pretend
Yeah.
you meet someone that is successful, and
Okay.
you fall in love, and you really are in love, and you're getting married, and he doesn't ask you to sign a prenup, but he has hidden all his stuff inside a trust that you will never be able to touch, which is so shady. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I don't have
entirely.
any if you get married, the whole point is everything is us together.
Yeah. And I agree with you on that.
So I don't know. I don't. And what does that show for the future? Like, so you think we're not going to make it?
But a lot of people don't think like you do. We've covered this many times before, but for some people that marriage is a business relationship.
I think it just depends on the people. I personally, though, I see it the way Mama sees it. I see it as work now, and this is coming from somebody who has been divorced,
right?
You know, and we both owned our own business at the time of divorce, and there were no prenups involved, but we also knew better than to go after each other for our own business, because at the end of the day, I didn't help him with his, he didn't help me with mine. So moving forward, if I got married again and if there was a prenup to be at, I wouldn't, because at the end of the day, I see that as like, no, this is us. This is working out. We're not divorcing. Like, this is just, and granted, you don't know what the future holds, but like, if you love me and I love you, this shouldn't be there. It's always, to me, it's like going to be in the back of my head. Like, he doesn't feel like this is going to work out. Therefore, he's protecting himself.
Yeah.
And I have shit going on too. I have businesses. I could be a fucking millionaire in 2 years. But true. I still wouldn't require my husband to sign a prenup.
Me neither.
I think it's offensive to the person also. Like, I get, like Spider is saying, some scenarios where you kind of know, like, I know why those people are together. But then when you're with somebody and it's the real genuine relationship, I feel like you see me as somebody who would, if we don't work, then say you see me as someone who would then screw you over, and I would never do that. Like, if we don't work out, I would never then take you for everything. I'm not that kind of person, so then I would be offended that you think I would be that person.
It's that exact thing. Like, when me and her dad got divorced, I was like,
so
just
fair.
come in the house. I mean, take whatever you want. I want you to be happy too. Like, it's not, I don't hate you, and I wasn't even home. I let him take whatever he wanted. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
So
they don't always end that nicely.
And they don't.
No, they don't.
And I guess the prenup's more it's a protection if you get to that point. I think mine didn't end that nicely, but also, I mean, I brought everything to the fucking table, so I was kind of like, well, shit, this is mine, and you know it's mine. But I don't know. It's a tough question. I feel like actually one of my best friends signed a prenup when her and her husband got married a couple years ago, and I remember her asking me, like, he just asked me to sign this prenup. Like, what do you think? Well, I don't know what to do. And it's because him and his family own multiple businesses, and they have owned this long before she came along. And he does make good money, and his family makes good money, and so, you know, she didn't come to the table with much, and I think that it wasn't, I don't know, I guess I don't ever see them breaking up, so I was kind of like, well, I mean, if it's like, if you want to do it to avoid the argument, I don't see y'all ever breaking up, so like, just sign it, or I mean, whatever. It's a hard position to be in. I think
you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So
it's like what we were talking about with the NDAs. Time,
oh my God,
like,
absolutely.
If you don't have anything to lose, just sign it. Do it. Whatever, you know.
You'll still talk anyway. If you don't have anything to lose.
That's such a, I don't know. This is so hard for me because my mom, when she married my stepfather, had him sign a prenup because she inherited quite a bit of money from my grandfather, from her dad. The only thing that really angers me is she has basically given him the money throughout.
Anyway,
and he's manipulated it.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
And so that's the part that has kind of angered me and my siblings.
Right.
And there's nothing we can do about it now.
Right.
She had to work far longer than she should have. She's of ill health. And he has now quit working.
Oh my God.
He retired.
Right.
He's an entrepreneur.
Because he had such a rough life, I'm sure.
He's an entrepreneur.
I fucking love that one.
So these prenups to me, I'm like, there are so many ways around them. So what's the point?
Yeah.
True. Okay, I guess you're right.
I guess if you want that money, you're going to find a way to find it.
Yeah,
that is true.
Exactly.
If you're good at conning, you'll figure it out.
That
fight
is true.
these prenups and take people to court, and it can be in probate for God knows how long.
That's true too.
Uh-huh.
That is a fact too.
Damn.
And there's all this.
Don't get married.
And moral of the story.
I'm glad to have someone else on my side today.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to get married ever.
And I'm just gonna get a sugar daddy. Okay?
There you go.
Have a life partner.
Yeah.
Be happy.
On that note, thank you for listening.
you so
Everyone, follow us on all social media accounts, and don't forget we're doing a giveaway. Who will be our next co-host?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Bye, you guys.